well, but the biggest thing about that, a whole lot of luck.
And so we conclude the first half. Cavaliers ahead, leading by 14. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with LeBron, and you obviously have been very productive. How pleased are you with where you're getting the basketball?
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's seen the court so well tonight. He's made some phenomenal passes here in the game so far in that first half.
You know, some folks say he's not a playmaker, but he's dispelling all of that nonsense.
The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Kyrie Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert, and it's Mozgov in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Roten, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off. That could give him a huge injection of energy, Clark.
And Kevin, that's exactly what they need right now. They've got to close the gap.
Forget about that for a second. How about the burst to the bucket for a point guard? Boy, he can power those down.
Irving misses. The 76ers trail by 12.
Well, Joel Embiid, born in Cameroon, the son of a professional handball player. He only started playing basketball at the age of 16. He'd been playing soccer and volleyball, but I'll tell you, his development in the game has been rapid.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, Brett Brown overseeing a major rebuild project as head coach of the Sixers. He said, you can get tricked by potential, but ultimately it gets down to integrity, character, competitiveness, and toughness. When you cut to the chase, those qualities mean more to me. Those non-negotiables keep me on track. They ground me. Kevin, fascinating stuff.
So much of building a team and a program is defining that culture and the expectations. Thanks, Doris. And for Embiid, his countryman and NBA veteran Luke Richard Mbamute spotted him at a camp in Africa. That was the start of it all.
Came over to the U.S., didn't play a whole lot in high school, expected to redshirt at Kansas, but ended up starting from day one. And the thing I liked about him was he almost improved, not just game to game. You could see improvement within games.
That's a great point. You're right. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. A baseline J. And again, LeBron missing.
And they've missed the first 3 shots of the third quarter.
Here's Covington. Embiid dishes to Roten. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Covington kicks to Roten. Passes it to Richardson. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls it up. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Now Cleveland moving it up. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
A nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Kyrie Irving.
He had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
And the 76ers call time here.
Iman Shumpert, an aggressive perimeter defender with lockdown potential. Still very foul prone early in his career, but he's got a chance to be elite defensively as he continues to grow.
Irving's checked in for the Cavaliers. Smith comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Noel. The Cavaliers pull it in. Love's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Shumpert, fantastic athlete. Great quickness and leaping ability.
Yeah, he's rebounded very well from his ACL injury, and he's got a nice handle to go along with good passing ability. A lot of upside remaining in his game.
The 76ers trail by 13. Roten, the pass to Embiid. That drops.
and they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
James kicks to Love. There's the dish to Mozgov. Embiid with the steal, and it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Ish Smith, he's checked in for Jason Richardson. Out to the wing. Noel sets a screen for Embiid. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Good rebound there, but overall, they're getting outworked on the glass.
Steve, I think that's what you'd expect, seeing what the score is. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going. You look at NBA defenses now, more and more they're designed to deny points in the paint and three-pointers and concede long twos. That's the impact of analytics, because the numbers indicate the long two is the lowest percentage shot to take.
And you know, it seems players are starting to avoid those long twos early in the shot clock.
Yeah, and especially the elite scorers, becoming much more conscious about their shot selection. Last season, the top 5 scorers were more efficient than at any time since the ABA-NBA merger almost 4 decades ago.
Roten dishes to Sims. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. And that's collected by Love. Love's got 6 rebounds in the game. And on the way from Irving for 3. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And the 76ers with some changes. Robinson's checked in for Noel. And it's Thompson in for Tony Roten. Nobody near Irving. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He struggled a little bit in the second half, but remember, he had 3 of those in the first half.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. Well, the playoffs weren't really a goal for the 76ers last year, Steve. They just wanted to get their young players some experience and build a foundation for their future.
And in that respect, they accomplished it. I mean, you have to be careful when rebuilding, however, and that a losing culture doesn't start to take over. So that's the challenge here the next couple of years.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Well, guys, as we all know, LeBron James is now back in Cleveland, but he thinks his time in Miami will serve him well. As he said, Miami for me has been like college for other kids. I became a better player and a better man. I learned from a franchise that had been where I wanted to go. Kevin?
He knows what it takes to win it all, Doris. Now he's trying to do it back home in Ohio. Thanks.
And, to add to what you said with the 76ers and losing, not a real danger just yet, but a few more years like last year, and it can become a problem, and you tend to have guys start accepting it, and you don't want to go down that road.
The 76ers trail by 11. Smith with it. Now Smith defending. Unloads from 13. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. 11 feet away, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
It's stolen by Smith. No one near James as he lets it go. Tries again, and the layup good by Love. Love's got 12 in the game.
Well, it's plays like that. Hustle plays on the glass and then staying with it, being active. It really caused some problems for that defense.
Here's Thompson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Now, here is Irving. Oh, he put it down!
It'll count.
What a shot!
I think that one was
at the buzzer!
Oh, a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How did he get that to go down?
A nice release and some good concentration as well, but the biggest thing about that, a whole lot of luck.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the finish, guys, this is where you know you are right on the money with that pass. Look at that. Perfectly timed.
The Cavaliers leading by 16. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. We've got Robert Covington. Embiid is out there with Noel. Then there's Isaiah Cannon, and it's Richardson in at the shooting guard. Cannon kicks to Noel, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Wallace with it. Outside Irving. On the top of the key. Shot's good. Irving's got 20 points.
Well, this is what he does. He's shooting it well. He's scoring a lot of their points, getting them in front.
And Irving comes to help. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Balanced scoring, Clark and Steve for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar. Right, Steve?
Yeah, pass the cream, too. I mean, while you're at it. And this has been something to watch. I mean, just everybody getting involved. LeBron James, so versatile, so incredibly skilled. I don't even know how to define his position. He seems to play all 5 of them during the course of the game.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Mozgov with the block. LeBron James on the wing. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a player like LeBron, Clark, who rebounds like a big man, scores like a shooting guard, passes and handles the ball like a point guard. I mean, he wears a lot of hats.
Well, he does it all. He is the ultimate stat sheet stuffer supreme. I mean, there's no other way to say it. He puts his hand and imprint on every aspect of the game. And LeBron says himself that he judges his performance by the number of impact plays he makes for him and his team.
Good note.
Well, I don't really know what to call it other than maybe the shoelace incident. But remember last year, J.R. Smith got himself into trouble for untying Sean Marion's shoelaces during a free throw.
Yeah, with J.R. Smith, it proved to blow up into a major distraction for him and the team. And while some applauded him for not taking things too seriously, most gave him flack for not being 100% mentally into the game.
Yeah, you know, the problem simply, Kevin, is that it is an accumulation of those kinds of issues with JR that lead to people thinking that he's not quite locked in and focused. And that really might not be the case, but it's the impression it leaves. I think he's got to be more businesslike between the lines on a regular basis.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for Mozgov. Jones comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert, who's checked in for Irving. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Brett Brown as he addressed his team. He told the huddle they need to go hard to the hoop whenever possible to either draw fouls or get high percentage looks right at the 10. Also, he said that he'd like them to operate quickly on offense, finding and taking shots early in the shot clock. A few late-on-the-fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, guys.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Covington kicks to Roten. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Tony Roten, an athletic slashing guard. He got the chance to play extensively last season with the Sixers, but the lack of refinement on his jumper made him more of a volume scorer.
That one misses. And Roten, given the chance last season, Clark, to play through his mistakes and gain some confidence.
And I thought his decision-making, while a question mark, Kevin, early, has started to get a little bit better. He's an athletic guard who really does a nice job attacking the rim.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from 11. Covington's shot is off. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 9-1 run. Shumpert with it, and Roten picks him up defensively. Shumpert, no good.
Well, smooth around the rim definitely is not the word I'd use to describe him. He's got some rough edges to him.
Covington in the corner. Gets a very good look and converts. Cavaliers call time here.
Well, at this point, early in the season, still so much optimism for the season ahead. We all have our predictions, but there are always going to be some surprises out there, some surprise teams. And that's why we say all the time, that's why they tee it up and play the games.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Perkins. Love comes in for James. Miller's checked in for Jones. And Smith subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Miller, the pass to Thompson. Fade away. And that one's good. And early on, while teams are still gelling, still knocking the rust off, Steve, it creates kind of a parity, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, this is often where you'll see some upsets. You know, the talent you have on paper is one thing, but you got to produce on the court. I mean, teams really just getting put to their first tests.
Covington kicks to Roten. Sinks the three-pointer. Roten's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Smith. Outside jumper. Feeds it to Smith. To the right side. Here's Love. High shot from 10 feet out. And the Cavaliers lead by 21.
And tack on a few more points to the lead. Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And, Steve, they did it in style, a beatdown the entire way.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're trailing by 21. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. .149 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Sims. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Smith. Love grabs the board.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding department too, Clark.
Yeah, it's been a really gritty performance. They'll have some bruises to show for it, but that's the way it should be. You should feel that you've competed when you do that work inside.
Smith, no luck.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Cleveland.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominating in every area.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for Kyrie Irving. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything really to stop him.
Robinson misses. For Cleveland, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Smith missing again.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Thompson misses. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Thompson, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Cleveland.
That free throw good from Thompson.
At the line for 2.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And for the 76ers, they're shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. And there's a whistle that goes on Iman Shumpert. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Third personal foul. 3rd team foul.
There's a screen.
Defensive foul. Tristan Thompson. That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Guys, what do you think?
It's almost like they're rubbing it in a little bit with this timeout, guys.
Yeah, not really much to talk about. Let's get the game over and move on.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. And the first one drops.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Both good from the line that time.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
7 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Love dishes to Irving. No good. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with J.R. Smith. This team really looked